Today, we will talk about 10 things to expect from the Resident Evil 4 remake. Although there have been many Resident Evil games, few can rival the success and popularity of Resident Evil 4. Known for being the first mainline game to depart the Raccoon City, and generally the franchise's traditional theme to a more action-oriented direction, Resident Evil 4 is considered the turning point in the franchise's history. With some players already testing Resident Evil 4 Remake even ahead of its official release, fans are overjoyed to finally get a chance to play one of their favorite games with new updates and features made from scratch. So what should you expect from the remake of Resident Evil 4? Well, we have embarked on another fact-finding mission to bring you 10 things to expect from this new release. 1. The gameplay. As an ardent of Resident Evil 4, you notice that the game took a massive step toward more action-packed gameplay. We believe that things will remain that way for the remake, with fan-favorite Leon wasting big crowds of enemies with limited ammo. A sneak peek into the trailer, you can tell that the visuals are a massive upgrade from the original version. And the consequence here is that this will lead to a far more realistic setting, which could lead to some areas in the game looking more atmospheric and, let's be honest, creepier. Late last year, Capcom displayed an extended gameplay demo during the exhibition. From the showcase, we can tell that the over-the-shoulder camera view will be returning, thus consigning the game to its original roots. 2. Release date. The Resident Evil 4 Remake release date is slated for March 24, 2023, and the news was announced during Sony's June 2022 State of Play program, along with the official reveal of the game. 3. Pre-order. And as we are quickly approaching a release date, gamers can pre-order the remake and get your copy from Game, Amazon, or any other retailer of your choice. Of course, you could also wait until launch day and download the game online on your console without the hassle that comes with physical games. But where is the fun in that? 4. Resident Evil Remake consoles and platforms. During the official unveiling of Resident Evil 4 Remake, Capcom confirmed that the game will be available on Xbox Series X PC and £5. Moreover, the publisher also revealed that the £4 version of the game was in development, but there hasn't been any update or news on whether the game will arrive on Xbox One, which is odd since the older PlayStation platforms have already been confirmed. 5. Chainsaw Demo. The demo for Resident Evil 4 is now available for all supported platforms and consoles. However, gamers should be aware that the chainsaw demo is not timed, which means that you can play it over and over again if you like to soak in the atmosphere. The demo contains a specially tuned version of the game's opening sequence, and as mentioned, can be played repeatedly without any restrictions. With reorganized gameplay, vividly detailed graphics, and a reworked story, you can relive the lurid survival horror. The game is set at the beginning and runs through Leon's first exploration of the village. The demo is an excellent taster of what to expect. 6. Resident Evil 4 Remake VR. Without a doubt, the Resident Evil 4 Remake is probably the most highly anticipated PSVR 2 game in 2023. But while gamers should not expect the entire game to be brought to Sony's new VR platform, the remake will have unique PSVR 2 content. It should also be noted that the publisher hasn't provided any details as to what that will look like, but Armature Studio has released a Resident Evil 4 VR game for Oculus Quest 2. So we can use that experience to imagine what RE4 Remake VR would look like. 7. Who is the big villain? For what was a very short debut trailer, it was nevertheless notable just how many villains the publishers of Resident Evil 4 Remake were able to confirm. For the most part, it seems as though the usual villainous hierarchy and structure of the original game will remain unchanged in the remastered version. From the trailer, we can see Osmond Saddler, ostensibly in his infamous role as the game's key antagonist and leader of the Los Illuminados. Cultist zealots can also be spotted trailing the halls of the game's castle, while Dawn Ghost can also be seen, although in a more revised form. There is also a glimpse of another returning villain boss, Chief Bitors Mendez, but perhaps the most exciting returning villain is Albert Wesker, who has been missing in action since 2009. 8. Changes from the original. The remake is authentic to the original game, however, there are some slight changes to the main storyline. For instance, the dog is already dead before the player reaches the bear. Trap, meaning you will not have the option of assistance in the Battle of El Gigante. Another change is the codec calls, which have been replaced with cutscenes, giving the player a better sense of the supporting casts throughout the game. 9. Special Editions. If you are wondering if there will be any special editions, the answer is yes. And it is only through pre-order that you can secure the highly coveted Collector's Edition. There are only 3 editions of Resident Evil 4 Remake: Standard, Deluxe, including several digital extras, such as the ability to swap the soundtrack with the original, and of course the Collector's Edition. The Collector's Edition costs around $249 and comes with unique weapon skins and costumes, a great figure of Leon, and an art book among many others. 10. Resident Evil 4 Remake Trailers. The first trailer was released in June 2022 at the PlayStation State of Play event, and it ended with an official release date of the remastered Resident Evil 4. The second trailer came out a few months later in October, presenting a more cohesive glimpse into the game's famous plot. Further trailers that have been obtained from Capcom in February 2023 provide a comprehensive look at the remake, including the game's locations and the returning heroes and villains. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.